This is the humidifying chamber of the Vitrobot, and you can access the chamber by opening the door. And when the door is opened, all the activities of the Vitrobot are paused. So if you were doing anything, it will stop and will not continue doing that until you close the door again. In the inside of the humidifying chamber we find a number of components. So these are the blot pads, which will have filter papers attached to them, and that will come together like so and blot the specimen. Then here on the right side you'll see a knob that controls the alignment of the blot pad mechanism, and where we use the alignment tool for that will fit on this knob to actually align the blot pads symmetrically around the tweezers. At the bottom here, this white thing is the shutter. This shutter will close whenever you apply a specimen and whenever the specimen is blotted, and will then open and will allow the specimen to be shot into the liquid ethane that is placed below the humidifying chamber. In the back here there is this part sticking out, and this is the exit for the water vapor that comes from the humidifier. You might also notice when you have overfilled the humidifier that there's water coming out of the outside. So that's a sign that you know that you have overfilled the humidifier and have to remove the water. Then in the middle here, this thing is the humidity and temperature sensor that senses the humidity and the temperature in the room. And in the back you'll have a fan and a plate. This plate is the warming and cooling part of the Vitrobot, and the fan circulates the air. Then from the top there's two lights in the top and a hole, and in this hole you will find the plunging rod that will come down in between the two blot pads. Then on the right side there is a hole, and on the left side there is a hole through which you will bring your syringe that will have the liquid, so your pipette, from which you can apply from the right side or from the left side depending on the handedness of yourself. If you're right-handed, you apply from the right, and if you're left-handed, you apply from the left. So finally, especially when you work at elevated temperatures, say above 20 degrees C, to get 100% humidity in the chamber, there's a lot of water vapor that is being blown into this chamber, and that might also cause condensation of this water vapor on the inside of the window of the door, and then you cannot see really accurately what you're doing inside. A simple way to prevent that is simply take a piece of cloth and put a little bit of soap on it and wipe the inside of the window with that soap, and that will prevent any condensation of attaching itself to the inside of the window.